Just 4 weeks from the fiscal cliff, and there's still no sign of a deal in sight. In fact, the two sides are now hurling insults at one another's proposals. Senior political reporter Scott Thuman is outside the Capitol tonight. So, Scott, is this now a stalemate?
Well, talk about a contrast, and not just a stalemate, but a nasty one at that, with under 4 weeks to go now to hammer out a solution. And then at the same time, some unity. That's right, holiday cheer over a Capitol Hill tradition.
2, 1.
With the flip of a switch and to the excitement of many, Speaker John Boehner lit the Capitol tree Tuesday. Now, if only he could also control the mood inside the rotunda. The latest key figures to weigh in on the cliff crisis, a bipartisan group of governors who sat down with the president.
This would be a good lesson, I think, for everybody in Washington, what you see here and what we had in this meeting.
Stressing extreme concerns and pleading for real action.
And we'll give it not only to the White House, but we're going to give it to Congress too, is that you've got to come together and get this done.
People are legitimately worried. 64% believe going over the cliff would have a major impact. And if no deal is struck, they're already assessing blame. 53% point the finger at congressional Republicans, 27% the president, 12% at both.
We're going to have to see the rates on the top 2% go up. And we're not going to be able to get a deal without it.
Regardless, the president's standing in cement to raise taxes on wealthier Americans, dismissing Speaker Boehner's plan to let an elimination of loopholes and deductions raise revenue instead. His press secretary, even harsher words for the GOP plan.
With not a single element of specificity. So we don't know who pays. It's magic beans and fairy dust.
Meanwhile, both sides are now making it increasingly clear that there's a huge likelihood they won't get to those other big issues like entitlement reform and rewriting the tax code, problems that led us toward this fiscal cliff, until after the first of the year now. On Capitol Hill, Scott Thuman, ABC 7 News.